Hi, I'm Amy, and I thought, what better place in the world to make a manifesting video than in a hammock? So I am in a hammock in Puerto Rico, and I'm here for a wedding of a friend of mine who manifested her soulmate. And I've just come back from the beach, and I'm taking my little afternoon siesta. And I thought, someone had asked in a comment a while back about how to raise your vibration, and I would thought, my gosh, this is the perfect setting to explain it because when I raise my vibration, what I really do is I just let it go back to my natural state of well being. So there is that positive, really good feeling, excited, happy, joyful, those wonderful positive feelings. I don't try to achieve those in order to raise my vibration all the time. Those are great, they're fantastic. However, it's very difficult to remain in those vibrations all the time. And so, what I do recommend is just go to normal, just go to neutral, just go to exactly where you are and be present. Observe your moment exactly as it is. Now, this means you're not going to have a whole lot of emotion either way. It's just observing the present moment. Your thoughts sort of just drift in and out. You're not really paying too much attention to them, or they're more focused on what's happening around you, like, oh, the temperature's, perfect and sunny out, and the hammock feels nice, like things like that, right? So you're not deliberately trying to think about anything, but you're also not emotionally feeling a whole lot either. So it's just normal, natural state of well-being. Anyway, the reason I wanted to mention this is because I think a lot of people try to stay super positive and happy all the time. I don't do that. I let my emotions come and go, and when I'm visualizing, I do like feel it real, but I don't try to stay in that state all day. In fact, this might be a really important thing to hear. I do my visualizing, I do my journaling, whatever process I'm working on, and then I go participate in my life exactly as it is, in the current circumstances with the current conditions that are there. I don't try to, pretend like I have what I already want in this moment. In fact, I just know that I've, manifested it by doing my processes and that it will show up at the right time. But I don't even like keep my mind on it that much. So living as if doesn't mean that you run around pretending like you have money in the bank or the car in the driveway or the relationship or whatever it is you're looking for. It's knowing that your processes are aligning you with it and then actually enjoying your life in the moment as it is without that thing, without thinking about it either. So you're not really paying attention to its presence or its absence in that moment. So that's kind of how I do it. So how I raise my vibration is I get present. I just stop, smell the roses, look at the flowers, watch the sunset, and I try and do that as much as possible. So anyway, I hope this helps. I'm gonna go take my nap now because I'm like super droopy from being in the hammock. Oh my gosh, it's such a beautiful day. Anyway, happy manifesting and have a very, very wonderful day. So as I'm having my morning coffee, I realize that the hammock lulled me into the state of like peaceful bliss yesterday, and I didn't get to I didn't even cross my mind that there's a second way that I use to raise my vibration that I wanted to give you guys as an option as well. And again, these two ideas put you into a natural state of well-being. I'm not talking about like pumping yourself up into a super high, excited, passionate feeling. Those are different things. I'm just talking about like getting into a state of well-being, your natural energy, and the enjoyment of your experience. So the second way that I do it, that I get into raising my vibration like that or going back to my center, is I choose activities or I choose what to do next based on enjoyment. So I don't do it based on what I could achieve with it or like a means to an end or like a task. I simply choose an activity whether or not I would enjoy it. And when you do this without an agenda, you engage with it more, you're more present. And the more activities and things that you choose to do that you enjoy, let's be honest, the happier you are. That's kind of what everything is about. Everyone wants to know, how can I make more money so I can enjoy my life more? How can I have this relationship so I can enjoy my life more? How can I have the body that I want so I can enjoy my life more? It all really comes down to, how can I do X, Y, and Z to get to a point where I can do whatever it is I want to do moment to moment. So start putting that into your life now. You can totally do it in little tiny steps and increments. The smaller the steps that you start with, it'll snowball. Because I didn't start off doing, traveling. Well, actually, I've always traveled a lot, but I didn't start off getting to do what I wanted to do every moment of every day. I had to build up into it, and the more you take time to do that for yourself, the more you'll be in your natural state of well-being, as well as doing things that you want to do. So start wherever you are. You don't have to. Oh, and here's the most important thing: people think this means they have to choose to do something that they really want to do, but they're not capable of doing in that moment. That's not what I'm saying. You have to choose activities that are actually available to you in the moment. So it's like if you've always wanted to travel around the world, and you're like, well, that's really what I want to do, but I can't do that right now. Then that's not the activity you would choose. You would choose, spending an hour online looking at it because for the enjoyment of it, at different sites that you might want to go see, or you might spend half an hour watching a travel show, or you might go to the bookstore, or whatever. It's you pick it because you're going to enjoy it, or you could totally pick a different activity unrelated to what it is you're trying to manifest, which is what I usually do. I pick a totally different activity. Like today I'm getting a massage. I don't need a massage. I'm getting it for the sake of getting a massage because I want to enjoy that. And other things that I do, sometimes I'll go for a walk just for the sake of taking a walk, just to have that moment in nature, just to have that moment with myself. Like today, of all the things I could do right now, making a video was the thing that felt the best because I'm sitting here on my balcony in Puerto Rico, looking at the beautiful sky and drinking my coffee, and I thought this idea came to me, and of all the things I could do, I was like, I need to do this right away. Not as a need, but because it was the thing I could enjoy the most. So choose the things you enjoy the most without an agenda, and the key point is that they're actually available for you to do. If it's not available for you to do, pick something that is, and just kind of put that off to the side for the time being. It could be painting your toenails. It could be, finally going into that department in the store that you've never been in that everything's really high priced and you just want to check it out. It's not so much about finding a specific thought or a specific feeling as much as it is can I actually choose to do something right now that I want to do for the sake of doing it? Even if it's 2 minutes or 5 minutes or an hour, it doesn't matter. You're not trying to fill your whole day with it. It's just the more opportunities you can take to do the things that you want to do for the sake of doing them and carve out time for them, the faster you'll be able to get to living a life that you actually really enjoy. Because that's kind of the point. You have to make those choices. So start today, start small. So those are the two ways I raise my vibration. Number one, I get really present and I just be with the moment. And number two, I make choices of what I would enjoy. Sometimes I do them together, and sometimes I do them separately. But those are the two main ways that I bring myself back to my natural state of well-being, my center, and I go out and feel positive. So, all right, well, wow, it is blazing hot, and I'm gonna go eat some amazing breakfast they have downstairs. So, happy manifesting, and have a very wonderful day.